In the ever-evolving world of cinema, certain movies stand out not necessarily for their artistic brilliance or storytelling prowess, but for their uncanny ability to rake in massive amounts of money at the box office. These films, often labelled as cash grabs, capitalize on popular trends, existing franchises, or flashy marketing campaigns to draw audiences in, sometimes leaving critical acclaim in the dust. Here are the top 10 movie cash grabs that left audiences wondering if the ticket price was truly worth it. But before we start, don't forget to subscribe this channel for more videos like this. With that being said, the 10th movie cash grab in our list is the Hobbit trilogy. Stretching a 300-page book into over 8 hours of film is quite an endeavour, surpassing even the most productive cows. When it was revealed that the second Hobbit film would be divided into 2 parts, director Peter Jackson was quick to point out that the decision was largely his own rather than the studio's and was influenced by J.R.R. Tolkien's additional appendices. While Jackson's dedication to the story is commendable, it's hard to overlook the financial incentives driving the decision to expand the franchise. And the 9th movie cash grab in our list is American Pie Presents series. American Pie raked in over 20 times its production budget worldwide, making sequels a smart business move. However, when the third installment hinted that the teen sex comedy formula was losing its charm, Hollywood persisted. 3 out of the 4 direct-to-video spin-offs, titled American Pie Presents, revolve around loosely connected Stifler family members, while the remaining one seems unrelated altogether. The sole consistent element across all these cash-grabbing sequels is Eugene Levy, the only actor to feature in every single film of the franchise. And the 8th movie is Book of Shadows, Blair Witch 2. After the Blair Witch Project ignited a craze for psychological horror and popularised the found footage genre, Artisan Entertainment was eager to capitalise with a sequel. Their urgency to produce a follow-up was so intense that they proceeded without the involvement of the original producers or directors. Departing from the unique style of its predecessor, Book of Shadows leaned more towards conventional horror elements. Despite its deviation, the film managed to turn a profit. However, the question remains, did it deliver quality? And the 7th movie is Caddyshack II. This movie demonstrates that studios are reluctant to abandon a potentially lucrative project even when it faces challenges from the early stages of development. Rodney Dangerfield, the lead actor and original cast member, left the project along with the writer-director. Only one actor from the original film's main cast reluctantly returned for this sequel. Despite its comedic intentions, the audience didn't find it amusing and it failed miserably at the box office. Some might point fingers at the talking gopher for its downfall. And the 6th cash grab in our list is Jaws: The Revenge. The only connection between this film and Spielberg's iconic masterpiece is the title itself, given the new writer, director, cast, story, and even a different shark. In their rush to cash in on the franchise's name, the filmmakers cut corners on special effects and neglected to craft a coherent and engaging narrative. To make matters worse, this installment disregards the storyline and continuity established in the previous sequel. Beyond leveraging the brand name, the film seems to exist solely due to the late 80s trend of popular ocean-based thrillers. Its Rotten Tomatoes score of 0 seems fitting. And the 5th movie cash grab in our list is Home Alone sequels. Home Alone, featuring an 8-year-old boy accidentally left by his family during Christmas, holds the title for the highest-grossing comedy. Naturally, Hollywood decided to misplace Kevin McAllister again in its sequel, Lost in New York, which admittedly has its charms. However, when Macaulay Culkin outgrew the role, the franchise lost its star power. One might wonder how many times a child can be left alone before raising eyebrows. Surprisingly, they managed at least 2 more instances, including some made-for-TV movies. And the 4th movie we are going to talk about is Son of the Mask. Except for Ben Stein, the sequel to this family comedy introduces an entirely new cast, including Jamie Kennedy and a rather eerie baby. It seems the producers believed that the humour and charisma of Jim Carrey's original mask could be substituted with an abundance of CGI effects. However, their emphasis appeared to be on the quantity rather than the quality of these visual effects. Consequently, we see the mask theme excessively applied. The dog wears a mask, Norse gods sport masks, and even the baby possesses mask-like powers. The result is an overwhelming, nonsensical, and somewhat disconcerting film. And the third movie cash grab in our list is Darko, a Donnie Darko tale. The indie sci-fi film Darko faced harsh criticism from both reviewers and fans of Donnie Darko. The negative reception was so pronounced that the original film's writer and director, Richard Kelly, distanced himself from the project well before its release. While Darko showcased commendable efforts in its production, it's widely accepted, or should be, that a low-budget sequel often struggles to match the impact of the original. Without Jake Gyllenhaal anchoring the blend of fantasy and reality, the sequel faced an uphill battle from the start. And the second movie in our list is Dumb and Dumberer, When Harry Met Lloyd. It's surprising that the studio took 9 years to produce this subpar prequel, seemingly in response to the cult following and success of the original Farrelly Brothers film. Despite featuring lesser-known actors in lieu of Jim Carrey and Jeff Daniels, and despite its misplaced 90s references in a 1986 setting, the film managed to secure a theatrical release. The absence of any involvement from the Farrellys comes as no shock. Whether their genuine sequel can rectify the shortcomings of this prequel remains to be seen. And the last movie cash grab is Ace Ventura, Jr., Pet Detective. As recently as 5 years ago, it appears the lesson about not producing a sequel to a Jim Carrey comedy without him had not been learned, or perhaps those in charge simply disregarded it. The charm of the first two Ace Ventura films stemmed from Carrey's distinctive talent for blending childlike antics with a surprising level of competence in adult situations, albeit in a quirky manner. This sequel abandoned that winning formula, seemingly targeting only a younger audience. Released straight to video, it stands as a regrettable misstep in the entertainment industry. So, how many movies among these 10 you had liked? Tell us in the comments section. And for more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe this channel.